Good morning and welcome to Living Local 15. I'm your host, Jessica Williams. Thank you for joining me today. It's Monday, so you know it's time to kick it off with some motivation. And in the spirit of Thanksgiving this week, here's the message. Gratitude turns what we have into enough and more. It turns denial into acceptance, chaos into order, confusion into clarity. Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. Gratitude is healing and puts perspective on our lives. So give thanks for what you have and truly be content with it. Now on to the show. First up, I am taking you inside of the Fort Wayne Ballet to get a sneak peek at their upcoming Nutcracker performance. This traditional holiday show will debut for one weekend only on December 6th, 7th, and 8th. So I'll let you know how to get tickets. Then the director of the Galloping Gobbler joins me in studio to break down this annual Thanksgiving Day 4-mile run. And there's still time to enter. Then later, our Best Reviews team shows us top-tested cooking products. Are you ready? Let's get started.
Fashion, food, and fun. You're watching Living Local 15 with your host, Jessica Williams.
This segment sponsored by the Fort Wayne Ballet. I am here at one of my favorite places, the Fort Wayne Ballet, to learn all about their upcoming Nutcracker performance, which is a big holiday tradition. They have performances on December 6th, 7th, and 8th, but this year at a new location, the Robert Goldstine Performing Arts, still located in downtown. So today we're going to learn about it, get a sneak peek of the routine, and have some fun. Let's do it. Now I'm excited to speak with their executive director, Jim Sparrow. Hello, Jim.
Hi, Jessica. Thanks for having me.
Yes, okay. This is an exciting time for you all.
Well, it wouldn't be the holidays in Fort Wayne without the Nutcracker, so we're happy to be able to present it again this year.
Right. And so I know that this year comes with new exciting changes, and of course the tradition is still there.
Sure.
So what do you hope people really experience as they attend this performance this year?
Sure. So a lot of the things that you're familiar with we'll be doing again. It is still the holiday tradition that you're familiar with, but there are some new things. One, we'll be in a new venue. The Arts United Center is closed for renovation, so we'll be at the Robert Goldstine Performing Arts Center. Many of Fort Wayne knows that as the Old Scottish Rite. It's down on Berry Street. Mm-hmm. That will only be for one weekend because it's such a large venue.
Yes.
So there's 1,700 seats as opposed to the 600 seats. Mm-hmm. So the nice thing about that is all of our performances will be at the Philharmonic. Okay, that is not something we can do every year because they have their own holiday pops. So all the performances, and they're affordable because tickets will start at $29 all the way up. So please don't shy away if you're thinking, well, the Philharmonic will be more expensive. There are still tickets and opportunities for that.
Yes, and how cool is that to be able to collaborate with that live orchestra? I'm sure it brings to life the entire performance.
Oh, it does. And I think one thing that'll be unique this year is with the orchestra, we also have the children's choir, the full production, and the staging and the costumes, and an auditorium that'll be filled with 1,500 people. The energy should be very unique. Yeah. And it's one of those things that hopefully people will walk away and going, this was just something amazing for the holidays.
Yes, and they have to get their tickets because you have one weekend of shows, 3 days, right?
3 days, that's correct. We'll be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So 4 public shows. You can get tickets by going to our website, fortwayneballet.org, and they'll link with being able to pick your seats. They are seats that you can pick, but we also have opportunities out in the region, which we don't normally have because we do 2 weekends here.
Right.
We'll be in Kendallville and Defiance, Ohio the next week, and you can find information on that on our website as well.
Okay, you're hitting the road.
We're taking the show on the road.
Right, that's so exciting. And so with you being over this ballet and really getting to see your dancers who are behind us working so hard for this show, what can you say just about their work ethic and how exciting it is for them to be able to perform this routine?
Sure. So one of the things about this is it is a holiday tradition and many people have seen it for years. Many of the dancers have been doing the Nutcracker in other parts of the world and their own community for years. Yeah. But in Fort Wayne, it's a special time. All of the people you'll see on the stage are a mix of professional dancers as well as community members. what's unique about this Nutcracker is it really does embrace that professional theater experience with a really unique sort of hometown, this is our special event. And that blend, I think, is what makes it particularly unique. And also for the dancers. Many of them are used to doing it, and you'll see that, but it really just has its own flavor here in Fort Wayne.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much,
Thank
Jim.
you.
I am joined now by Talbot and Abby, who are two of the professional dancers here at the Fort Wayne Ballet. Hello, guys.
Hi.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you again.
Well, listen, this is your biggest performance, and we are so excited to be able to support you all for this season. And I know you have been working so hard, right? And I think a cool fact is that this is your 6th Nutcracker with the company. So how excited are you about this performance?
Very excited. We always love doing Nutcracker. You know, it's like it's a tradition. Like I always say, it's not Christmas until you've done all of Nutcracker, and then it's Christmas.
Right. Get that out the way. I feel you. How do you feel about going into your 6th time?
I am so excited. Like Talbot said, I look forward to Nutcracker every year. It's such a magical performance, and growing up dancing in the Nutcracker and now getting to do it as a professional, it feels very nostalgic but also fresh and new at the same time.
Right, and that's the thing. It's like it's a tradition, right? So this is an annual performance, but yet there's some new things and twists, and people can just get a whole new experience. So how does it differentiate each year?
That's one of the great things I love about Miss Karen's Nutcracker. Is she always finds ways to change little things so that even if you've seen it before, if you come again, you'll see something a little different. It's always like a lot of fun to see what she's going to change, whether it be choreography, whether it be scenery or backdrops, anything like that.
Yeah, and so how has the preparation been and just like practicing? Tell us a little behind the scenes about preparing for such a performance.
Well, every day we come in the studio and we'll do certain rehearsals and stuff. Like we have to do a lot of partnering together in the Nutcracker, so we kind of take it section by section and take it slow. I know this isn't our first time doing the roles that we're doing, but you know, we haven't touched it in a year, so we still have to start small and start slow and then work our way up, and then we do as many runs as we can to kind of prepare for anything, because it's a live art, so anything can happen on stage.
It can. And so Talbot, you were talking about the difference of the scene and sets, and this year you're having new projections behind, so tell us about that.
Yes, so this year, instead of the normal painted backdrops, we're actually going to have a projection. There's a projection artist in California did all the designs for the projections we're going to have, so it'll be a lot more movement involved and going through the Christmas tree into the land of the snow. It's really cool.
So it's like an immersive experience that's happening behind you. That's really cool. And so when you're talking about having to just practice to stay prepared and on tempo and just all of that, I know you're working with a Philharmonic, so having a live orchestra is so cool. But tell us about how you have to be succinct with the band or with the orchestra instead of having a track playing behind you. I'm sure it takes a lot of focus and dedication.
Yes, you really have to know the music and even the spaces in between each piece of music. And you know, like I said earlier, it's live. Sometimes you have to maybe change something in order to keep with the music, but we also like to work with whoever's conducting and we try and watch them and keep with their pace. But you really have to quite literally be on your toes.
A live performance to a whole new level if you have to edit the choreography a little bit and adjust. And so what is that experience like when you have to look out into the orchestra and try to follow along their direction while trying to remember and also not run into each other?
It's like you're dancing with the conductor as well. Like you know, you're not just dancing with all your fellow dancers. You're also dancing with him. When he raises the baton and like lowers it, you know, like, oh, that's the next cue for the music starting. It's kind of fun when you look at it that way. I really enjoy that part.
Yeah, awesome. Well, I'm excited to see you all. You always do such a beautiful job. And so congratulations and good luck as you continue to practice. And so we're here. Would you mind giving us a little special lift?
Sure.
Da-da! And there you have it. You all can check out the Nutcracker routine for the Fort Wayne Ballet. We'll have their website listed below as well as dates. And I'll see you after the break. This segment sponsored by the Fort Wayne Ballet.
Have an idea for the show? Want to find out how you can be a guest? Contact us at livinglocal15@wayne.com.
Enjoy fun in the sun on Living Local 15. Become a tourist in your own city. Visit your favorite spots and have some fun with me. From kayaking to rappelling off a building, I show you ways to have an adventure in Northeast Indiana every weekday morning at 9 on Wayne 15. So join me, Jessica Williams, for Living Local 15.
Watch Living Local 15 with Jessica Williams weekdays at 9 on Wayne 15 and catch past episodes on wayne.com.
This segment sponsored by Galloping Gobbler. The Galloping Gobbler is a fun 4-mile run taking place on Thanksgiving Day. Runners have enjoyed music, posing with a live turkey, and the camaraderie of over 2,100 runners. Joining me this morning is Mitch Harper to share all about it. Good morning, Mitch.
Good morning.
How
Thank
are
you for
doing?
having me.
Yes, well, an exciting week. The race
Very
is happening
exciting.
in a couple of days.
It happens whether we're prepared or not, but I think we're pretty well prepared.
Right, and rain or shine, right?
Rain or shine.
Okay, so let's start off by talking about this tradition that has now been so popular for the city of Fort Wayne, being able to have something to do and to experience on Thanksgiving morning.
The wonderful thing is we often have multiple generations. So it's grandpa with his grandkids. It's in-laws from out of town who come in. In fact, I've received phone calls from people. They get the new son-in-law who has found the race on an internet calendar, and he asks the family in Fort Wayne, do you do this every Thanksgiving morning? And they call me up and they say, do you do this race? And I go, yeah. Well, you know, our son-in-law just called from New Jersey and wanted to know about it. And then that family, it enters into their Thanksgiving traditions too.
Wow, that's exciting. And so each year I know something fun happens where people can really enjoy the morning. It starts at 8:30. And so where will the race kick off?
So the race kicks off just on Leesburg Road outside the Hutzel Athletic Center at the University of St. Francis, travels south on Leesburg to Maine, then it enters the historic Lindenwood Cemetery. And the runners are quiet and respectful as they make most of the route through the cemetery. And it's just gorgeous at fall, and Lindenwood does a great job in maintaining it.
Yeah, and right now I know we're just a few days away. Is there still an opportunity for runners to sign up, or has registration closed?
Registration's still open.
Okay.
They can register online, but there's also, that will close the day before, but there will be registration opportunities the night before at packet pickup and then the morning of the race.
Okay, so you can wake up and see how you feel. Okay, so let's talk about just something special to commemorate Army Ranger Kevin Poppy.
Graduate of Concordia High School, a member of the Concordia Junior ROTC. He was laid to rest a day after the 2011 race, Thanksgiving Day, and I knew my remarks that morning. I had to think. I had a little bit of a restless night.
Yeah.
All of our runners have been respectful. I can stand on a hill in the middle of the cemetery, and you can hear the footfalls from quite a way away. But it was the next year. I got this call from a young woman in Columbus, Ohio, and she said, registration's closed, I have to be at the race. And I said, well, I'm at the computer, I can open it up briefly. I said, but there's registration the night before and the morning of. I think she was so anxious she didn't hear me. She said, you don't understand, I have to be at the race. That's when I found out that Kevin Poppy's family and friends were gathering to run the Gobbler and then to pay their respects after the race was over. That has been occurring ever since the year after. It's a special responsibility for all of his friends and family who gather to mark the occasion.
What a way to memorialize him, wow. Thank you for sharing that. And with the race also, you had mentioned turkeys before, so we must talk about fun things that family will be able to do with their turkeys. You'll have a turkey mascot, but then a live turkey. So what ways can people enjoy turkeys at this event?
So there'll be a live turkey. They're very soft, very well behaved. People are surprised, but they can pose with the turkey on a straw bale. And that's always popular, particularly with kids. And then we have a great community theater actor who's inside that turkey mascot costume, who is very animated in making sure everybody's enjoying the start of the race.
Right. Okay. Wonderful. And right now you have a special discount going on. They get $2 off if they register as a family?
You know, it's been pretty powerful, and it's really, people have taken to that message that this is a family event. But it's a $2 discount per participant if you have 3 or more folks.
Okay.
And it's a family discount, but I've had people call up and say, but we want to register our friend as well. And I said, you know what, no one's checking.
Yeah.
If you have 3 or more, you can register them all at one time and take the discount for each of them.
Yeah, well, that sounds like our own little event here in Fort Wayne, just really celebrating the Thanksgiving holiday. So thank you so much, Mitch, for sharing about it.
Thank you.
Yes. For more information about the Galloping Gobbler, we'll have their website listed below to learn more and to also register. And I'll see you after the break. This segment is sponsored by Galloping Gobbler.
Follow us on social media at Living Local 15.
If you love cooking and you want to know about the best products on the market right now, well, you're in luck. Our Best Reviews team is standing by to show you the top tested cooking products.
From baking for your cookie swap to making your signature dish for the company potluck, the holidays are all about the food, and we want to make sure that you're all ready.
Yes, so joining us now with the top products for your holiday entertaining is Senior Director of Content Operations from BestReviews.com, Jacob Palmer. Hi, Jacob.
Thanks for having me. You know, some topics are a little bit more near and dear to my heart, and when it comes to cooking and getting ready for the holidays and managing that aspect of it, this fits the bill.
Let's dive right into it then. What did you bring that people are going to need for the holidays?
So we brought a whole collection of things, and the theme here is let's make it easier for yourself and let's make it a little bit better. And this enameled cast iron Dutch oven from Lodge kind of fits the bill for both. And what's great about Lodge is that when you look at these pieces that look fantastic, as you can see right now, they get a little bit expensive, but Lodge has really mastered it in terms of being a great product that's actually at a super affordable price.
All right, now we made the delicious food. We've got to take it with us. Everybody wants to take to-go boxes after Thanksgiving. Tell us about what we can take to go.
So these are from Packet, and they're the bento box style, and these are awesome because they're compartmentalized. So you can put in different items in there. They won't bleed together and kind of ruin the dish when you're doing leftovers. And this is great too because you can just grab it and go to work or school the next day and use it as your lunchbox.
So much fun. Okay, and then what do we have here? This looks like a cool little grill cooktop.
So this from Le Creuset, which is a grill pan, is an absolute favorite of ours because it allows you to use your grill even while you're holiday cooking. And so, you know, a lot of the time, like, you don't think to be able to pop outside real quick and make something. So it unlocks more space for you and cooks deliciously. It comes from Le Creuset, which is a name that everybody recognizes.
All right, this next one, but Jess and I looked at it and we said, what is that? But it's actually a great idea. Tell us about what this is.
So at Best Reviews, we love to pull out the hidden gems. We love to tell people about something they maybe not have heard about yet. And this is one that comes to us. Basically, it's a microwave cover. And what you do is you can put some water in here so it will steam the vegetables. It'll make sure that the things that you're going to reheat don't dry out. It is just an awesome product, and it's super cheap too. It's only about $20, and it'll level up your leftovers.
Great idea.
Yes, that is very cool. Something else that looks super cool is this thing that's going to chop up something, making it look really fun and nice. And what is that?
So we were talking about saving time and making things easy. This is the perfect product for that. It is the Full Star vegetable chopper. You just put in what you want here. It comes with a bunch of different attachments, and then and you just do this action just over and over again, and then it'll fall down into this collection area, and now you're done. So something that would take, minutes, 10, 20 minutes, you're done in a couple, and that's huge because when you can save space and you can save time, you're gonna have a much better experience putting together this huge meal.
Yeah, perfect. And once you've chopped them, you get them into the air fryer. Tell us about this.
So this is obviously the air fryer. It's from Cosori. It's the Turbo Blaze. This is the 6-quart size. What we love about this is that it allows you to make a deliciously healthy meal as efficiently as possible. And so if I'm putting on my recommendations cap here and telling you how you should use this over the holidays, number one, you sous vide the turkey and then finish it in this so it's crispy. I think I've said it before on the show and I'll say it 3 more times before we get there. That's the number one piece of advice. And then if you also want to get the kids eating vegetables, this is a great way to get them to eat Brussels sprouts because they come out crispy, salty, delicious.
Thank you, Jacob. You got me so excited for cooking into the holidays. It's going to be so much fun, and we're all going to be prepared now.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you. Best Reviews is owned by our parent company, Nexstar. And for more on these products and others, head to bestreviews.com, or you can scan the QR code that you see right there on your screen.
Best Reviews is owned by our parent company, Nexstar. You can find more on the products and where to buy them on WANE.com.
Living Local 15, proudly driven by the Kelly Automotive Group.
Well, that's our show for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. And remember, you can always catch up on episodes and segments of Living Local 15 by going to WANE.com, downloading the WANE app, and also checking us out on YouTube. And I'll leave you with this. Gratitude is healing and puts perspective on our lives. So give thanks for what you have and truly be content with it. And I look forward to seeing you here tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Go to the Living Local 15 page on WANE.com for recipes from the show, to watch a segment again, and to get information on products and services featured on Living Local 15. Content segments during today's Living Local 15 were paid for by these sponsors.